Okay, hello and good day to everyone that is really tuning in here at Phoenix Holdings. This is once again your host CH, and right now we have yet another exciting AMA. This time with a project called Junkyard Dodge. And from the Junkyard Dodge team, we got our guest Maddie. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Great to finally have you here. I'm sorry, I kind of had some trouble looking for the one who's representing the Dodge team. I think I saw you a few minutes earlier, but I wasn't able to ask you out or like unmute you. But yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Mhm. So I guess to begin with, can you first start by introducing yourself to us? Maybe give us a bit of some background about yourself and how did you get involved in this project?
Well, I'm the founder of Ponyo, which is now um, evolving into Elevate. And through the space, I've worked with various people to make a lot of things happen, like relatively successful things. And so with Junkyard Doge, I was brought on to help develop the project and bring some of my ethos or ideas from my other projects to Junkyard Doge. And since we're all very early to Doge chain, it's like a perfect way to it's a perfect opportunity to really build something substantial on this chain.
I see. And in regards to the project itself, I believe this is what do you call this? Another when you transfer to another chain, I forgot the term for that. Migration or not really migration, but just a multi-chain kind of transition.
For what for this project or for
Yeah,
my
is it? The
uh,
Junkyard Launch, yeah.
no, Junkyard Doge will just remain on Doge chain. In that specific regard, I was speaking of more about like the my other project focuses on impact investing, and we raised like $1 million for Coral Restoration Foundation. And if you look through our deck, you can see that we're setting up a super farm with a lot of the top projects on Doge chain and laying the foundation and a pretty sustainable foundation and not overtly exaggerated or hyperinflated farming. But yeah, anyway, I can get into that as we speak about the specifics of the ecosystem with Junkyard Doge.
Of course. And just before we get to the introduction of Dodge, Junker Dodge, can you tell us how many team in the core members are you working with in this project?
There's the founder, there's myself, there are um, two other one force. There's about seven of us. There's two back end contract devs and a front end UX dev, and then there are four other people that are helping steer the ship and
Hmm.
push the identity and memify it in a strong way. Yeah. Oh, and then we also have the artists.
Memify.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we have the artists as well. So, and we have two artists that are will be working with us, and I could get to the specifics regarding the artist and the future of the project in that regard too.
Of course, you can get to it. So, yeah, can you give us an introduction on what Junker Dodge is all about then?
So the idea with Junkyard Doge is to bring for us to like point out and identify the most exciting and successful projects on the chain so far, and to offer their community the ability to stake their LP tokens in our farm and earn Junkyard Doge. Wow. And also NFTs. We'll partner with some of the top NFT projects on chain as well, and they can stake their NFTs along with our own community. Will stake single stake Junkyard Doge as well as LP and etc. Um, and then we will be introducing our own NFT collections that focus on each of our unique characters. If you looked at our video or pitch deck or any of the content that we have, you can see that there's seven of them, and each one will be mintable they'll come out, they'll be staggered. They won't all come out at once, but there'll be like very unique, like high rarity uh collections of NFTs where you mint them with Junkyard Doge LP tokens, and half of the raise from, or all the Junkyard in that LP pairing will be burned, and then the wrapped Doge will be used. Half of it will go to a different charity for each collection, and then the other half will just help, the development of the with the artists that we work with. So um, we're starting off with at that point, and then we're just going to build on there, and you have us be ideally the premier farm or kind of cog in the whole chain ecosystem.
Okay, so from what I understand, Junkyard Dodge is the main function of this, other than of course the memeable concept of this, is staking. That is the flagship
Yeah,
utility of this one.
yeah, and if you see, we have different periods and of lockup, and it can be a week, a month, and 3 months. And if you do for 3 months, then you could get one of the NFTs, and you get the ability to actually go into a higher APY farm. But the overall APY is for 3 months is only 200%. So we find that pretty sustainable. And we have burn functions built in with the native or the Junkyard, the JYD contract, token contract, as well as when you there's a fee for staking, but there's no fee for unstaking. And then that also has a burn feature. So we have a lot of burn mechanics to offset the inflation. And yes, back to the most important utility, as we've seen on with the most successful current projects, which we'll be partnering with on like Savior or whatnot on Doge chain, is that the meme factor and the community factor and the like a strong team factor is like the almost the greatest utility than to have the other utilities that we spoke of. But all that in conjunction, we find that to be relatively pretty sustainable for growth, while also rewarding our community members by being able to stake and bring in on other communities members to be able to stake and earn without depleting. Yeah, but we also have X amount of tokens, like 40% set aside for staking. So at some point, um, as the team and community will address that. So it's not, we don't have, they are not minted. There's just a fixed supply that exists.
Okay, so mainly in regards to maintaining the token price and the volume, maybe just mainly about the token price is just by burns that you're going to be doing.
Yeah,
Aside from most of the time, what we're seeing from staking tokens, it require more than just burns to make sure that it provides a sustainable economy
yeah,
or ecosystem. So, do you have any other utilities or plans to make sure that it plays up to that?
yeah. To mint, all the collections that we have. We'll have 7 collections total. Requires you to utilize Junkyard Doge LP, and to create LP and to have the tokens, and then again back to the burning the tokens. We'll keep taking stuff uh, the ecosystem, or out of the supply. So the supply will reduce, and it's all like the factors of community growth. So right now we have like 409 unique members in our community actually, and they're not botted or anything like that. So which, and one of the most successful current projects only has like 600. So um, if we just keep uh, yeah, the idea is that we just keep growing by uh, community, by marketing, by all those factors, like in the power of the meme to push it. And then if we're successful and this project is successful, we'll have a limited animated series with, from people that, work for Adult Swim and Cartoon Network and a bunch of things, platforms. where we'll make like a limited series to showcase the life in the junkyard. And we think of that, and it's like all these things will, bring attention, and uh, it'd be good for marketing and whatnot. And then we'll expound and expand upon utility as we go through our first phase of the roadmap, which we have laid out, and then we'll update to the second phase of the roadmap.
So basically, okay, that's an actual unique marketing strategy to involve a series or like a TV show or cartoon. Is that what I've heard correctly?
Yeah, it'll be an animated series. Yep, like a limited animated series. Like
Do
say
you
like six.
have
Oh,
by
go
far, do
on.
you have any previews on how it's gonna look like? Because I'm really curious as well. And
We have. I mean, we don't have. Yeah, we don't have previews of it animated. We we want to get through the launch and see how well. I mean, we're really confident in our launch by all the um, interest and hype and the community we've been building so far. And then we will make an announcement regarding that. We just didn't want to push everything so hard. We'd like to have catalysts for the community to become excited about rather than give everything all at once. But yeah, we have the means and we have the network and the individuals that we can realize a series like relatively easily. And as you see with like the artwork and everything, we definitely have the talent and the the minds behind it.
okay, and in regards to since this is gonna be mainly marketed as even though it has staking capabilities for high APR earning for a lot of people, would still be regarded. Would you still regard it personally as a meme token?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean we're on
Mm.
Doge chain. Like so with Ponyo, which is yeah again now Elevate. That was a meme token, but we raised $1 million for coral restoration, and that hit 45 million twice. So it's like I don't know. I really believe in the power of the meme and that, but I also believe in utility. I believe in both sides of the of blockchain and crypto, where um, like hypothetically even 1% of just Doge volume going to a new cause every day would be so impactful and also be really marketable or make crypto less vapid to people. So again, with like back to to the NFTs and whatnot, that's I also believe that especially with the mint raises, like you could just allocating half of the raise to a cause is like very significant. And that there's a lot of people in the world that look at NFTs as just as what they are and not the tech behind it or what it signifies or how it's going to you know really shape the future of everything from like legal documents to medical records. But my point being is that I think Doge Chain and working with uh, meme coins to and meme or NFTs to like actually make a difference is like pretty amazing and impactful without taking away the fun and the community behind it.
Okay, so you must have a really driven community in terms of like making the project itself hold off on its own. I mean, other than having the marketing strategies, you should have the right kind of partnerships. So, partnership wise, have you made any that will be strategic to the growth of the project itself?
Yeah, if you look at the video, we have um, well, we're launching through Unicrypt, and Unicrypt actually they have their own network, and we're also partnered with Doge, but they just migrated to BSC, but they're going to be coming back, but we're still going to be partnered with them. Um, we're going to be partnered with Savior, which is like the highest volume token currently. Um, Partnered with Cable Swap, and um, yeah, we have. If you look at, we have the. Did you see the video? Have you shared the video with that showcases everything?
Wait a minute, I don't think I see it yet. Is it
Um,
already here?
I'm
I
gonna
think you can.
I'll forward it to the group right now. Do I
Yeah,
am
you
I
can
able,
make it.
I'm able to text in there? Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
you should be able to.
Could someone actually? I'm gonna forward it to Squall, and then he can share because for some reason I'm not able to right now.
Okay, Scale, can you? I think you can share the screen.
Yeah, and so we're gonna
That's some
at
nice
launch.
music. Yeah.
Yeah, at launch we'll have like about 3 partner pools for the LP. We don't want to flood it too quickly. Um, we'll even have hopefully an NFT partner project, and they'll be able to come and they'll be able to stake their NFT. And so that's going to also help with these other projects, and we're like us helping them will help us in the long run, we believe. And so that's our logic regarding that. But yeah.
Okay, and in regards to the staking pools, I'm not sure if you covered it earlier, but what do you call this? Is it just can you share us a little bit of the staking pools that are going to be available?
So there'll be single staking for Junkyard Doge. There'll be LP for Junkyard Doge for that our community. Then we'll have 3 other partner pools where you stake their LP and earn as well. And we have the breakdown. And we shared the pitch deck with the community where it actually has like the percent gain that you would receive by staking and locking in your LP tokens or your single asset tokens. Did you share that with them? I'm not sure what is.
Oh wait, I think I'm square. Oh yeah, I think it's here now. The deck one. Yeah, this is the pitch
The
deck
deck.
here.
And so yeah, in that regard, and then also you have to we'll announce the specifics of like the exact amount of Junkyard Doge you need to hold to access the staking. So all these other communities that are coming over to stake their LP will also have to be holding Junkyard Doge. So that's another incentive for to offset the claims or the tokens earned, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and in regards to the distribution, have you done any private sales or any team tokens that's going to be present for this?
We did a seed. We have to update it. We made it 20% seed, 20% public because there's so much interest from the large players that actually really help um, anchor the supply and anchor and push. From what I've seen from the only other successful projects on Doge chain. But yeah, we did a seed and we've specified that.
How much hard cap and what would be the difference before launch compared to the seed?
It's a 50% difference, but
Okay, that is quite huge. Yeah, is it vested?
yeah, it's all vested. Yeah, all 50% is available at launch for both public sale and for seed sale. So and then you get 10% of the remainder over the next 5 weeks is available.
Okay, so the next 5 years, I think that would be a sufficient amount of vesting period in order to not, just in case not to create that much of a dump from those seed sale holders.
Yeah,
So,
well, we've
mhm.
got people into the seed with the idea and premise that because like Sheeb and all the top meme projects, the the early holders they held very hard, so the price and the scarcity of the token increased greatly. The only reason why projects fail is because uh, there's no solid anchor of people holding uh, the tokens. Like if you have 60% of the supply in like trusted seed hands, and that's how you get tokens to go to 100 million, 50 million, whatever, a billion. So that was the logic in regards to the seed. But the distribution for the seed will be great. There's like over 80 people in that group, but they're all trusted people. we communicated the importance of holding and locking up, getting the tokens into those farming contracts.
Okay, and in regards to are you holding a pre-sale or anything or fair launch for this? I'm not really that knowledgeable, unfortunately, within the Dodge chain. So yeah.
We'll make the official announcement, but the working time is at 20 UTC today on Unicrypt. We will open it up, and it's open to the public, and it will run for 48 hours. The hard cap is 1.6 million wrapped Doge, and the soft cap is like 800,000. Ideally, we're going to start with the between 1 to 150,000 USD in the liquidity. So most of it's going to liquidity, and just to make it like a really like substantial project from the start.
Okay, and since it's gonna be public, I'm not sure how much flooded is the Doge chain worth at the moment in terms of the space, but is whitelisting not something you're considering to make sure you filter out only the legitimate and worthy people in regards to getting into the pre-sale?
Well, for public sale, we thought it'd be best to let it be open to all, and so yeah, we would just wanted that to be fair, since we have so many AMAs and groups and people involved. Yeah, it was hard. We were going to do a whitelist for the public, but we have not done that.
Okay, well, I guess that's something to be. I mean, it has its pros and cons if you're going to go public or if you're going to go whitelisted. The buy pressure will be there, in public, because more people will be able to join in. And considering that you've already been part of a project or a team that already did well, the past projects that you've been part of, I guess that is what I would say is that would have a good impact
Yeah,
in time that the token will launch.
yeah, and
Okay.
also we have like teams and people, if there is any like dump at launch or anything like that from any of the public people or whatnot, that we have people in position to buy it up. So so we can, again, back to that idea of like having the tokens in the hands of people that really believe in the vision and want to see this go, as far as it can go. So we can
Okay.
like realize,
Mhm.
yeah. Oh, go on.
Yeah, I'm sorry for speaking over you. I guess there's a delay again when we're talking and I'm talking. So yeah. Anyway, I guess with that being said, I pretty much answered more of the basic questions that I can have. And if you don't have anything else you wanted to add, I guess we can head on to the community questions, since I'm already seeing a lot of questions and some raised hands as well on the VC.
Oh,
So do
great.
you want to say anything else before we add to that, or do you want us to just jump in?
Yeah, no, I'm just excited for the launch, and I'm excited to um bring some of my ideas over to Doge Chain. And yeah, I wish the other team member was here to speak more, but I'm happy to that I got to speak with you all today, and I look
Of
forward to
course.
all the questions.
Yeah, I guess yeah. Hopefully you'll be joining in while we're answering the questions over the community, because yeah, as you mentioned, I'm sure he or she has a different outlook on how he's gonna introduce the Junkyard Doge to us as well. And okay, let's just go on to the first question. Elmania Miguel, you're allowed to speak.
Guys,
Please
how's it
ask your
going? Thank
question.
you. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yeah, it's doing good, and yeah, you can ask your question now, sir.
All right, thank you. So, I was going through the white paper and I saw on your roadmap that you guys are going to be having an animated series. So, I just wanted to ask quickly, how many languages, first of all, are these animated series going to be
Oh,
starting up with?
yeah. I mean, if depending
Go
upon the
ahead.
success,
Go ahead.
that's why we have it at the end of the first phase. But well, So in regards to have it being multilingual, it's gonna be a voiceover. Well, that's actually a thing. We have like really good voiceover artists, but we don't want to also ruin what people think Doge sounds like or what Doge's voice, because Doge is like global. So we're thinking that we just would make it all potentially all subtitles with like dog voices or like, you know what I mean, like non language, like human language based, and then we'd have subtitles, and then those subtitles, we could translate into many different languages, because we don't want to again take away the global idea of like what Doge sounds like. Does that make sense? Like meaning like if we had
Yeah,
it in, we
it does
wanted
make sense.
we do want it to be understood by everybody. So it could be Mandarin
Okay.
translations or Spanish translations or yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Let me just
Quantity,
quickly ask this. Let me just quickly ask this. So, for the NFT stakings, sometimes some persons who are still new to the crypto space kind of like find it hard to kind of go ahead with the transactions or with the staking or whatever they want to do. So, are you going to be having something like a copy trade or let's say an educational video to kind of like help these
yeah,
new ones so that it kind of helps them understand what they're going into, make the decisions if they want to do it or and then head for it.
yeah. We'll have a instructional video on how to stake LP tokens um, at launch time. So we'll have that, and then once we have the NFT staking up, we'll have that as well. And that, yeah, and that's great. Great that you brought that up.
Right. Thanks so much, man. Thanks,
Thank
Hansi.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for your question. Let's go on to the next question that we got here. Let me choose the name. Oh wait, I kind of is that one that was asking. Azekage, you're allowed to speak. Please ask your question.
Good afternoon from over here. I have quite a few questions. This is an interesting project. So, firstly, I would like to know, while I was reading your docs, I saw under the tokenomics that there are 2.5% taken out of every deposit for the staking, which will be bonds. So, I would like to know, would you be taking out of the amount I am staking? And if you're taking out of the amount I am staking, how would you compensate me for the 2.5% loss?
So yeah, I heard you speaking about the taxes and the 2.5% being burned. What but I couldn't hear what you asked after that or said it after that.
Okay, let me recap. Initially, you had spoke about 2.5% bond. That's not what I'm talking about, not down. I'm talking about the staking. You said for staking, 2.5% of every deposit would be bonds. So I'd
Yes,
like to know this 2.5%, is it from the gas fee from staking or from my actually staked tokens? And if it's from my actually staked tokens, how would I be compensated for losing 2.5% of how many I staked?
uh the idea is that it offsets the amount, like it like lightly off, not like it obviously won't fully offset the amount that you'd be earning, so if you locked up for 3 months and you get 200, you get, you double your token amount by the end of that period. That's just the idea is that, if we're burning some, we're still kind of like offsetting it. So the pure purpose is to offset, so you'll still get your 200, you'll still get double your tokens, but initially we take that 5% fee at the deposit. But when you withdraw, there's no fee. There's no fee on
Okay.
withdrawals.
Okay, a follow-up question to this. I would like to know, there are times in which there may be emergencies in which individuals may want to withdraw before the timeout of, for example, this 3 months now. I may want to withdraw a month before. So are there, how will I put it? Are there penalties for premature withdrawal from staking?
Uh,
And what are these penalties?
what are the emergency, like if we need to withdraw the tokens? We have
Yeah.
complete control on the things that we can
No,
like.
hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
What I mean is, for example, I stake my tokens for 3 months, but
Yeah.
after the first month, I unstake it before the allocated time. Would there be penalties for withdrawing before the allocated staking time?
I have to talk to the dev because I'm not the dev, but I think that I don't think they'd be penalized, and I'm sure that there'll be a way to if you wanted to withdraw before then to withdraw, you just wouldn't get as many tokens, and you wouldn't get the access to the higher APY NFT staking farm.
Okay, thank you. And let me ask my last question, and then I'm going to be done. Most projects these days, they are actually, once they launch, they will be dumped when you take over everything. So what I would like to know, what are your anti-whales mechanisms? Would there be a maximum amount a single wallet can hold? Would there be a maximum amount a single transaction can do?
Yeah,
And
there's
would there be a maximum amount? Hello?
It's it's 1%, 1% wallet max.
Okay, what about per transaction and for staking? What is the maximum a wallet can stake?
The maximum you could stake would be 1% per wallet. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll ask my further questions in your Telegram group, and I wish you success. I'll definitely be following this project.
Yeah. Ask questions to us. There's many of us working on it, and we're in the group, so someone will always be there to answer.
Thank you very much. Success.
Yeah, of course. Thank you as well for your detailed questions. I appreciate it, and definitely shows your interest based on the questions we've asked. So let's go ahead. Another question here with. Oh wait, I missed the raised hand again. Okay, Javenga, you're allowed to speak. Please ask your question.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, brother. Thanks for the opportunity, Sage. Hi, Matty. How are you doing, brother?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I think this is a great project, and I love the presentation too, so far. I've been going through the doc, and I saw something on the doc that you'll be having staking with respect to the time frame. I'm actually in love with the staking. 1 month, 1 week, and 3 months. I'm just kind of curious. What would be the penalty for people that do unmature staking? Like if I pledge for 3 months and I need my fund before that time and I on stake, what will be the penalty for that? And the reward for the staking, will it be in a stable coin or your native token?
Initially it'll be our native token. But then we'll add stable coins to it as well. But we are initially just working on partnering with the top projects on Doge chain that we believe in, like helping their community. They help our community, we help their community, so it can make Doge chain get higher volume and perform better.
Okay, good. That means can I be the one to decide which of the reward I want to be getting, probably from your token or probably from your native token or in BUSD? Will I be the one to do the decision myself?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that last part? I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I mean the staking reward. Like
Yes.
you said, it can be either in your token or in the BUS in a stable coin. I'm just curious that will I be the one to?
Sorry, no. I thought you were asking. The rewards will only be in the native token. They won't. But you'll be able. There'll be a stable coin pool. I just was saying that so the reward is just going to be in Junkyard Doge.
Okay. Also, then lastly, going through your tokenomics, I saw the allocation. I'm actually very, very in love with that. But I'm just kind of curious. Is your private still vesting?
Yeah, it's vested. Yes, it will be 50. It's going to be the same vested as the public. So, and the idea of speaking earlier is that our seed people, they're going to hold. We can't control the public, but So that's why there's a discount for those, but yes, they'll be vested. Right now it is 50% available at launch, and then 10% of the remainder, or not 10, like 1/5 of the remainder each week following that. So over 5 weeks, all the tokens will be available to the person who got them. So then, so 50% right at launch, and
Awesome. I think the idea will come from Oju Dump or something like that. Then when will the staking and the farming start after Presale? How long can we start farming and can we start staking?
The website, and we have all our audits completed, and I've shared them in the group. It will be right the same day. Yeah, farming and staking will go live. Yep.
You mean that same day?
Yes.
Wow, I think that's lovely.
Yeah,
Thanks for the opportunity to see it.
It's all done. Just the NFT aspect, we're adding that, ability to stake partner NFTs, like maybe, real Doge punks or ape punks. There's not that many.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I think that's it. I love the concept. That's nice. This is a great project. I wish you best of luck. Thanks for the opportunity to see it.
Thank you.
Of course, always, Jivanga. Thank you so much for your question. So, okay, I have a very specific question about it from Snake Eyes. I understood that the deposit fee is 5% for one time. This has nothing to do with the value of deposit, right? Can these fees change according to the value of the token in the future?
So you're saying if the tokens is worth far more, then should reduce the fee. Well, the idea is that we want to cut it. We want to cut off. We want to we want to offset that the amount that people are earning in the farm. So that the idea is that 2.5% for all the token transactions, as well as that one-time fee on deposits, would offset, would cut into the supply over time. So it helps it to be more sustainable.
Okay, so the taxes as well is something that you can manually change if decided on doing so.
Yeah, if you look at the audit, we have the ability to do that. We also have we have anti-bot, and we have the ability to blacklist wallets that try to snipe up on, there's 1% max wallet, but so we most likely will not have to blacklist. I don't think that there'd be any reason why we'd have to blacklist, considering there's only 1% max wallet. But we just have that ability just to protect investors, but we most likely never will have to use it.
Mm-hmm. And one thing I also wanted to ask, because there's an issue with people being able to change tax. I mean, the project. So how far off can you change it? Because there's going to be some trust issues between the investors if you can change taxes as freely as that. So will there be a maximum amount that you can change it to?
I believe the max is just like 6% or something. That our contract dev is like the most trusted in the space. I talked to Zach XBT and all the top sleuthers on Etherscan sleuthers or Doge chain. And the dev that I work with that has helped me on my projects. He's very trusted, and I'm trusted in the community. And I mean, I'm like a strict, mostly advisor and creative director on this, but and the other person running it, he's trusted as well. So it's all about building the strong enough community and in that.
And trust, of course, between the community and the project core team or developers. That is what makes a solid project. So in terms of changing the taxes, what are going to be your bases? Is it going to be community based, or are you going to mainly make the decisions?
No, I don't think we're going to. I don't know of any reason why the tax would ever change. I mean, the community eventually decide to change the tax. But at current, there's no reason for it to ever change more than 5%.
Okay, I see. So it's just there, just in case, but most likely it will not be used.
Yeah. Because sometimes, because when you lock the liquidity, say for a year or however long you lock the liquidity for, if there's any issue that occurs, and you have to like do a migration, maybe hypothetically, to a new contract or to say a new swap, say something happens with the swap, like because there's like there's like 3 different, or there's at least 3 different dexes on Doge chain, but say hypothetically you need to migrate, so then you like have to, and you couldn't pause trading, you could increase the like not that he actually, I don't think he can raise it that high, but the hypothetical is that you would raise the tax so they prevent if they had to do a snapshot or something, and then have to pull the liquidity to move it to the next another swap, like with Ponyo, we had to pause trading on ERC so we can migrate and preserve the liquidity to Elevate. But not saying that would ever happen, but that's like some of the logic regarding that, so that people are not just stuck with like a token or on a swap that's like doesn't have support now or something. Yeah, that's the only reason why I would think of that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. If you have some really trusted people behind the team, the core team, and of course the community trusts you as well, I think that's good enough assurance to have that in place. So that being said, I guess we have one more question. Time for one more question before we start wrapping up. So let's go with Mayor. You're allowed to speak. Please ask your question, Mayor. Hello. Hello.
My question is actually simple. I noticed something on the website talking about the NFT animated
You're
series.
kind of cutting off, unfortunately. We couldn't understand you. Can you try speaking again? Maybe it's going to be more clear.
Can you hear me?
Unfortunately, you're still cutting off. One last chance. Try speaking. Maybe it's something with your connection. Hello?
Hear me?
Yeah, you're cutting off. Okay, let's just choose another person. Unfortunately, we couldn't hear him. So let's go with another person here. I miss that guy who has this name. Okay, Crypto Guru, you're allowed to speak. Please ask your question.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So thank you for the great opportunity. Yeah. So my question is based on actually the staking the staking part. Yeah. So like I want to know when if we stake your tokens, yeah, are we gonna be like getting our rewards in BUSD?
No, we're on Doge chain. We're not on BSC.
Okay. Okay, cool. So lastly, when it is about the funding aspect of your project, because I'm not sure if you guys have discussed about the funding aspect of your project. So yeah, so I would like to know like when it comes to the funding aspect of your project, I'd like to know how do you plan to create a balance between satisfying yourself in your project and also the investors? Like how do you plan to make yourself benefit from your project and also the investors when it comes to the funding aspect of your project? You get the question?
Well, like I'm an advisor, so I'm an investor too. So, I'll benefit from the project doing well by, I'm going to buy in and I'm going to, and then, yeah, I mean, we have, development fee and that tax that we see that's, 2.5%, that will help for development, that will help to develop, like the series, that will help to just we're investors, so we also wanted to make the fees as low as possible, so It's good for the community and good for the project growth. Yeah. So, we're all investors. We'll all be invested in it too.
Yeah, cool, cool. And lastly, about the maintenance of the token. Yeah, I would like to know, how do you plan to maintain the value of your token when it comes to day-to-day changes of market?
Well, from other projects that I've been in on Doge Chain, if the community is strong and the meme strong and the, kind of, and you have strong players behind you, in Wales, and, we can counter it, we can counter it just by, growing the community, growing the, holders, growing, just all about the numbers. So, just build a strong community. Crypto is will turn around again on the macro side. So in the meantime, we're all work on this and make this a success. And, then once the macro changes, then those that survived and are doing well during the bear, or whatever however you want to articulate it, then we'll do well after. So it's nice to, build something now, and, we'll also have, we'll have abilities to, like I said, buy some dips, you know, through our seed network, and also through, yeah, from the team could buy some of the dips too.
Okay, that's good. I really enjoyed the explanation. Yeah, I do like the explanation. So, CH, I do appreciate, and thank you for the great opportunity. This is really a great project. Thank you.
Of course, thank you so much for your question as well. I guess with that being said, for the people who still have questions, because I'm still seeing a lot of raised hands and some questions over the main chat, I would ask of you to please join Junkyard Dodge in their Telegram group here. That is going to be pinned in the main chat. Yeah, it's already pinned. Join them there, and I'm sure that you can ask your questions there, and they will be more than happy to answer all of your questions. So to close out this AMA, Maddie, can you give a short summary on what Junkyard Doge is all about and why people should be investing in it in the near future?
Well, Junkyard Doge is about building, on the Doge chain community with, projects that are strong and successful and have other great communities, and, making Doge chain, a place where the meme coin can, do its thing, and also, um, in that same idea, bring in, new ethos to Doge chain with the meme coin and meme projects, and show that you can, make a positive impact on, um, you know, by being charitable and whatnot, by utilizing, volume, and when I spoke about the NFTs. So, yeah, I think it's like a exciting, new beginning, and I think, Junkyard Doge is positioning itself to, really capitalize on that by laying a strong foundation with strong communities that are all working together and not, necessarily against each other. So yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for that. I forgot to unmute myself. I was talking for a little bit, then I realized I was not unmuted. So that being said, thank you so much, Maddie, for having Phoenix Holdings host you on this AMA. And just to confirm the approximate date of the pre-sale that's going to be in Unicrypt is going to be on what date or dates?
It will be today. It will most likely be today, it will open around 20 UTC.
Okay, so 8 p.m. UTC, guys. If you're interested to be investing in Junkyard Doge, and it's going to be public, guys, so everyone has a fair chance of coming in or contributing. But just a reminder, this is going to be under the Doge chain, not a BSC, not the BSC network. So make sure you got your Doge wallets ready and your Doge as well to contribute. So maybe that's it from me. Maddie, thank you so much once again. And thank you everyone for tuning in here at another AMA at Phoenix Holdings. And we'll hope to see you again in the next AMA. Thanks and goodbye, everyone.
Great. Thank you. Thank you.